If you are watching this video from inside a major American city, New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, Atlanta, and you have not already evacuated, I have some devastating news for you. You are likely already trapped. You just don't know it yet. For the past 72 hours, we have been warning you about the food supply collapse, the banking freeze, and the grid vulnerability. We told you to get out while the roads were open. But the window of opportunity that was wide open on Monday morning has been slammed shut as of early Wednesday. We are receiving hundreds of reports from our network of drivers, pilots, and ordinary citizens that a digital ring of steel has been activated around the major metropolitan areas. They aren't building physical walls with concrete and barbed wire that takes too long. They are building a digital wall using the infrastructure that was already there, hidden in plain sight. And if you try to cross it today without the right authorization, you won't just be turned back. You will be detained. To understand why you can't leave, you have to understand the technology that is tracking you right now. Every major highway in America is lined with Alper's automated license plate readers. For years, they told us these cameras were for stolen vehicles and Amber Alerts. We warned you that they were for mass surveillance. Today, that surveillance grid has been weaponized. We have obtained leaked guidance from the Department of Transportation that indicates a red flag protocol has been initiated for all vehicles traveling across state lines. If your vehicle is registered in a civil unrest zone like Chicago and you are detected entering a safe zone like rural Indiana, the system automatically flags you as a displaced person of interest. Local law enforcement is then dispatched to intercept you. They won't arrest you for a crime. They will detain you for public safety. They will turn you around and force you back into the city you are trying to escape. They are containing the chaos by containing the people. But the physical checkpoints are just the clumsy, visible part of the trap. The real prison is the financial one. We talked about the banking freeze, but now it has extended to the point of sale. We are hearing that gas stations within 50 miles of the border of these unrest zones have been instructed to switch to digital payment. Only, cash is being refused at the pump, and here is the catch. When you swipe your card or use your phone to pay, the transaction is cross-referenced with your residency status. If your billing address is in the lockdown zone, the pump declines the transaction. Think about that. You have a car, you have money, but you cannot buy the fuel to leave. They have geo-fenced your ability to purchase energy. You are tethered to your home by the range of your gas tank. This brings us to the Real ID nightmare. The deadline for Real ID enforcement was May 2025. The government told us it was for airport security. That was a lie. It was for all travel. We are seeing reports that National Guard checkpoints are now scanning IDs at random intervals on the interstate if you do not have a compliant Real ID, or if your digital footprint shows you have outstanding civil penalties, which could be anything from unpaid parking tickets to social media flags, you are denied passage. The right to travel freely between states, a right guaranteed by the Constitution, has been effectively suspended by bureaucratic algorithms. You are not a citizen anymore. You are a user in a system, and your permissions have been revoked. Let's discuss the 15-minute city concept. For years, conspiracy theorists warned that the government wanted to lock people into climate-friendly zones where you couldn't travel more than 15 minutes from your home without a permit. The media called this fake news, but look at what is happening in Oxford, England. Look at what is happening in Paris. And now look at what is happening here. Under the guise of emergency traffic management, city mayors are closing off arterial roads. They are placing concrete barriers on the side streets. They are funneling all traffic through a few main choke points. Why? To make it easier to control you. If there is only one way out of the city, they only need one tank to block it. This is not traffic management. This is a siege. They are turning the cities into open-air holding pens. We also need to talk about the airports. If you are thinking, I'll just fly out, you are delusional. The TSA has rolled out facial recognition biometrics at every major hub. You cannot board a plane without scanning your face, and the no-fly list has expanded quietly by 400% in the last week. If you have been active on anti-government forums, if you have purchased suspicious amounts of food or ammunition, if you have withdrawn large amounts of cash, you are on that list. You will walk up to the kiosk, scan your face, and 2 minutes later, DHS agents will tap you on the shoulder. The airports are the most dangerous places to be right now. They are federal traps, designed to catch people trying to flee with assets. And what about the trains? Amtrak has halted service to the red zones. The tracks are blocked. The buses Greyhound and Megabus are being commandeered by FEMA for evacuation logistics, which is code for moving people to camps, not to safety. Public transportation is dead. You are on your own. So you decide to take the back roads. You have a 4x4. You have a map. You think you can outsmart the dragnet, but you are forgetting about the drones. The Department of Homeland Security has deployed surveillance drones with thermal imaging over the rural corridors surrounding the major cities. They are looking for smugglers. But in this new reality, you are the smuggler. You are smuggling yourself and your family to freedom. If they spot a convoy of vehicles moving on a fire road at 2 a.m., they will dispatch a helicopter or a patrol unit to intercept. We have seen footage of families being pulled out of their cars on dirt roads in the middle of nowhere. It is terrifying. There is nowhere to hide from the eye in the sky. The psychological aspect of this trap is designed to break you. When you try to leave and get turned back, you feel helpless. You feel like a child being scolded. You return to your home, defeatist and compliant. That is what they want. They want you to accept that you are property of the state. They want you to sit on your couch, waiting for the power to go out and the food to run out, waiting for them to come save you. Do not accept it. But if you are still in the city today, Wednesday, your strategy must change. You can no longer just drive out. That option is gone. Now you have to sneak out. This requires a completely different mindset. First, ditch the digital leash. Your phone is a tracking device. If you are trying to escape, turn it off. Take the SIM card out. Wrap it in foil. Do not turn it on until you are 50 miles clear of the danger zone. Second, change your appearance. The license plate readers are looking for your car. They aren't looking for a generic work van. If you have a second vehicle, a beat-up truck, use that. Cover your distinctive bumper stickers. Blend in, you want to look like a local delivery driver, not a fleeing refugee. Third, avoid the choke points. Do not take I-95. Do not take I-80. You need to use the blue highways, the old 2-lane state routes that wind through the small towns. Yes, it will take twice as long, but there are no cameras. There are no checkpoints. You have to navigate like it's 1990. Paper maps only, no GPS. We are also hearing disturbing rumors about asset forfeiture at the checkpoints. If you are stopped and they find gold, silver, or large amounts of cash in your car, they can legally seize it under civil asset forfeiture laws. They will claim it is suspicious or related to criminal activity. They will take your life savings and hand you a receipt. You will never see that money again. If you are traveling with wealth, you need to hide it deep. Do not put it in the glove box. Do not put it in a safe in the trunk. You need to be creative. The digital wall is also affecting your ability to work. We are seeing remote workers being locked out of their corporate VPNs if their IP address originates from a non-compliant zone. The corporations are working with the government. They are enforcing the lockdown economically. If you leave your assigned zip code, you might find that your login credentials don't work anymore. You are being fired for trying to survive. What happens if you stay? The city is a ticking time bomb. Without new supplies coming in, as we discussed in the hunger protocol, the food will be gone by Friday, the water will stop by Sunday, and the people will change. When millions of people realize they are trapped in a concrete cage with no food, they will panic. The golden hour to escape has passed. We are now entering the survival hour. If you are trapped, you need to barricade. You need to harden your home. You need to form alliances with your neighbors. You cannot survive a city siege alone. There is a specific provision in the Patriot Act that allows for internal passports during times of terror. We are effectively there. If you look at history in the Soviet Union, you needed a Propiska internal visa to move from one city to another. We used to laugh at them. We used to say, that can't happen in America. It is happening. It is just digital now. The QR code on your phone is your propiska. Green means go, red means stay, and right now everyone's screen is flashing red. The most dangerous place to be is the suburbs, the gray zone between the inner city and the open country. This is where the desperate masses from the city will spill over, and this is where the military will set up their defensive lines. If you live in the suburbs, you are the battleground. You need to decide right now. Do I hunker down, or do I make a run for it on foot? Yes, on foot. That might be the only way left. The Appalachian Trail, the Pacific Crest Trail, the old rail lines. These are the corridors that the cameras can't watch. If you are fit, if you have gear, walking out might be safer than driving. It sounds extreme. It sounds like a movie. But look out your window. Look at the empty shelves. Look at the police drones. Extreme is the new normal. We are monitoring the situation at the Canadian and Mexican borders as well. Both are effectively closed. Canada has deployed their military to the border to stop Americans from fleeing north. Mexico has closed the bridges. We are contained. The world has quarantined the United States. We are the infection. This video is not to tell you to give up. It is to tell you to adapt. The easy way out is gone. The hard way is still open, but it closes a little more every hour. If you are going to move, move now, move at night, move quietly, and do not trust the GPS. The trap is set. The door is closing. Are you on the inside or the outside? This is global fallout. If we go offline, it means they have cut the digital lines too. Good luck.